Denver police say they've arrested one person after two different groups clashed at Civic Center Park this afternoon. Anti-police protesters disrupted an annual pro-law enforcement rally this afternoon. The counter-protesters say they made their plan earlier this week with the goal of stopping that police appreciation event. The confrontations between these two groups were mostly verbal, but our crew that was there, including 9 News reporter Jordan Chavez, captured a few fights between people.
Noisy instruments cut through Denver's Civic Center Park as counter-protesters marched to interrupt an event in support of law enforcement. It quickly became a scene of anti-police signs versus thin blue line flags, and those who support police found themselves surrounded by the protesters who do not. USA chants clashed with calls against the police as officers in riot gear stood in lines around the park's amphitheater. Police mostly escorted law enforcement supporters out of the crowd and helped break up at least one fight between the two groups. One of the rally's billed speakers and conservative radio personality Randy Corcoran criticized DPD in a tweet, calling Chief Paul Pazin Chief Brazen Coward and saying next time we won't wait on them. In about 2 hours, Civic Center Park cleared out when counter-protesters forced out the last of the pro-police group.
We wanted to go and make noise and make it impossible for them to have, the fun, celebratory experience that they wanted to have.
Denver police say they used pepper balls on protesters 2 different times this afternoon. They also say one officer used what they call a handheld dispersant, much like a fogger. We Googled to learn exactly what that was, and the first thing that came up in our search was pepper spray. In downtown Denver, Jordan Chavez, 9 News.